Hello and welcome to the Section 8.1 application walkthrough. In this unit, we started looking at systems of equations and looking at the solutions to those. So for the first two, they're pretty similar to problems that we've seen. I just want to kind of get you warmed up for the application problems just a little bit. Let's go ahead and start off by looking at number 2. So for number 2, we're starting off at 5, and we go down 3 and over 1. And once I have my 2 points, I'm going to go ahead and graph my line. It should look something like that. Remember, make the line all the way through the graph if you want that full credit. And then the other line happens at x equals -2. That happens to be over here. And that would be a vertical line right through there. So the issue with this problem is that we can't really see where these two lines are going to intersect. I know that they will at some point, but I don't know where that point is. It's off of my graph. So I'm just going to give you a hint as to what to do if that's ever the case. Since x is just a number, it tells me right now that x is -2. Well, I want to figure out what y is when x is -2. So I'm going to look at y equals -3 times -2 plus 5. -3 times -2 is 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay? So I know, and it kind of makes sense when I look at my picture, that it's going to be at y equals 11. It's going to be way up there. And like I said before, totally off my graph. You could try extending your graph and doing this kind of thing. And all right, so if there's 1, so there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10, there's 11. And you might actually see that, but that's very tough to keep your scale at the appropriate size. All right, so sometimes it's just nice to do it algebraically, and we'll learn more ways to do that as we go. But that tells me that my answer is x equals -2 and y equals 11. All right. So I just wanted to help you out on that problem because it was a little bit difficult. That's why it's in the application problem section. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next problem, number 3. And this is really the rest of the application for this section. Number 3 has 2 parts to it. So the setup of the problem says that Mr. Gall created 2 new Twitter accounts, one for himself at Coach Gall 54 and one for the NBHS football team at TGWB football. All right, and the followers for these accounts are as follows. For Coach Gall 54, there are 400 followers, and the number of followers increases at a rate of 25 per month. And for TGWB, there's 200 followers, and it increases at a rate of 50 a month. Okay. So I'm wanting you to set up 2 equations here, and the 2 equations are for my personal Twitter and then for the football Twitter. And your variables are going to be the total followers and the number of months. Okay. So total followers and number of months are going to be your variables in those equations. So that's probably going to be y. That's probably going to be x. Okay. And I think that you can do those. You can fill in. You have all the other information. And really, it's only the 2 numbers that you're worried about for each case. Okay. That's going to give you 2 linear equations. All I want you to do is graph those on here and figure out in how many months will they each have the same number of followers. Hopefully, and I'm pretty sure that it happens somewhere on this graph. Okay, but once you graph those, you should get a good idea of where they lie. So after you get that done, good luck on the Mastery Challenge coming up, and keep on going. You guys are doing great. This is the last unit in term 2, so you're looking pretty good. Keep going, push hard. You got it. Talk to you later.